Burp's good for this sort of exploratory testing, but its real strength is in security tests. We'll have a quick look at what Burp can do to expose weaknesses in your API. I'll make a post to my API to create a new spider log. That's going through Burp, so I can intercept the request and response, but I won't alter them, I'll just forward them on. Once I have a request captured in the proxy history, I can do some good things with it. I can send this to the intruder, which lets me modify the request in a structured way to look for security weaknesses. Intruder understands request formats and its highlighted property values in the JSON payload. Those values are potential sources of attack if a hacker can force malicious content into your API. I can ignore the cookie, which is just used for sticky sessions, and I'll set up the intruder to use a list of values to inject into those JSON fields. And in the list, I'll just add one string which contains some malicious HTML. I need to tell Burp not to escape the HTML, and in this case, if the API doesn't sanitize the incoming request, then it will store a JavaScript call to show an alert when viewed in the browser. Run the intruder, and in the free version of Burp there are some restrictions on what I can do, but it goes on to make 4 post requests to my API, and I can see in each request it has inserted my malicious payload into a different field. Each request gets a 200 response, which suggests that the API is happy with them. I'll switch the proxy intercept off, and back in REST client make a GET call to receive all my spiders, and I've been hacked. That simple test has shown my API isn't validating or sanitizing the input data that it receives, which means it's down to the client to enforce the security.